Hi guys, Emma here. So today we're going to be talking all things dairy. So after my little chat with Abby the other day, it's really inspired me to think about milk differently and come up with some new and exciting ways of how to use it. Milk is really healthy and really versatile, not only as a drink but as an ingredient, and I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 tips of using Red Tractor certified British milk. Tip 1, we are going to show you how to make the most simple breakfast pancakes. They've only got 3 ingredients. So we are going to start with an egg. So you start stirring that up for me, and I'm going to measure out 1 cup of flour. Now obviously at the moment we're all at home a little bit more, but I think it's really important, especially with kids, to try and maintain a good daily routine. And what is the first thing that we do every single morning when we get up? Well, we have breakfast, don't we?
Yeah.
We have breakfast, and breakfast is a great way of starting your day and creating a good routine. The good thing about this recipe is that it's 1 egg, 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of milk. So Jackson, tip that in. Dun, dun, dun. So then next we're gonna add our milk. Now, what do we look for when we're buying milk?
Red Tractor!
The Red Tractor logo. Here it is. There we go. So when you look for the Red Tractor logo, it's really good because it means that your milk has been produced to really good quality standards from the farm to the shelf. We can tip that in. Milk provides protein, which is important for bone and muscle growth in children, which means Jackson will grow up big and strong. Show us your muscles. Now, if you wanted to, you could add some fruit into these pancakes as well. We're going to cook these ones plain, and then we are going to add some yummy toppings afterwards. This should be ready now. Let's pour it in. The trick with pancakes to know when to turn them over is when bubbles all start appearing at the top. It means that the bottom has started to cook, and then you can either flip it if you're feeling very confident, or you can cheat and just use a fish slice or a spatula. Jackson, pancakes!
Good.
Yummy? Good, good. Delicious. Tip number 2 is nice and easy mac and cheese. Now, when I was talking to Abby, it really inspired me to add more dairy into our diet. It's so healthy, it's so versatile, and it's really good for you. So this is a super simple mac and cheese recipe that is absolutely delicious. We've got the cheese, the butter, and the milk are all from Britain, which is fantastic. We're supporting our farmers while they're supporting us. So, let's get started. So, while the pasta is cooking, we can start making our sauce for our mac and cheese. We're gonna start by melting some butter in a pan. The good thing about using Red Tractor products and looking out for the Red Tractor logo when you're shopping is that then you actually know that the food and drink that you're buying and that we're consuming has been farmed with care, and that it's all traceable and safe, and that the people who actually make it really care about the product that they produce. And it's just a really reassuring thing to know that you're feeding your family the best possible things that you can be. So now the butter's melted, we're going to add in 30 grams of plain flour, mix it all in together, and it makes like a paste. And then once you've added all your milk in and you've got a really nice smooth sauce, we're going to start to add in the cheese. So the cheese will melt nice and slowly in the sauce. So you're always supposed to add your pasta to your sauce, not your sauce to your pasta, if that makes sense. I think it's something to do with so that you get all of the pasta coated in sauce and that you don't waste any sauce that you don't manage to get out of the pan. This is looking so, so good. Now let's have a taste. Oh, that's good. It's really creamy, really cheesy, absolutely delicious. Tip number 3 is a DIY barista-style coffee. Now, lots of us are missing our fancy coffee shop coffees at the moment, and so this is a great way to get your coffee kick at home. And it's really, really simple. All you need is some filter coffee, a cafetiere, and of course your red tractor milk. Did you know that 95% of all British milk is red tractor certified, so that we know it's farmed with care and it's traceable and safe? So I'm going to show you how to make it. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to make our espresso part, and then we're going to add in some boiling water. Okay, so now that's had a couple of minutes, we're going to press the plunger down. Now, you're supposed to do this a couple of times, so I'm going to put about a third of this, and then we're going to do the milk. So now we're going to add the milk. What I've done is I've just rinsed out my cafetiere, and we're going to put the milk in there and then heat it in the microwave. Now, my cafetiere has got a plastic handle and a plastic base, so it can go in the microwave. If yours has got a metal one, obviously don't put that in the microwave, that's not going to end well. So I'm going to pop that into the microwave. So my milk has come out of the microwave, and you're just going to pop the cafetiere lid back on, hold onto the lid, you don't want this going everywhere, just make it really silky and smooth. I think milk is something that we all rely on to provide a little bit of comfort, especially at the moment in these kind of, weird and strange times that we're living through. And whether that's, having a cuppa over a video chat with your friends and family, or sharing an ice cream in the garden with your kids, it's something that's always there and always in the centre of those shared moments. Now, semi-skim milk is actually really good. It's only 1.7% fat, and then it's also 95 calories per 200 ml, so it's actually really healthy. Right, so we're gonna add this in. Ooh, exciting times. Okay, mine does not look like a fancy barista coffee. It's nice and frothy on the top though, but it's definitely not got any pretty pictures on there. So while Jackson is running around playing in the garden, I thought I would take a minute of self-care, because it's very important to remember to look after yourself at the moment, as well as keeping in touch with your friends and family and checking in with them and making sure that they're okay. Tip number 4 is let's get poaching. Now, I cook chicken in lots of different ways, but it would never occur to me to poach it in milk. But that is exactly what we are gonna do. Now, I have got, obviously, my lovely milk, but also some chicken breasts. And the only other ingredient is some seasoning. It's as simple as that. So firstly, we're just gonna dice our chicken. Let's chop this up. Now, when I was speaking to Farmer Tom and Farmer Abby, it made me realize that actually, the farm, to all these farmers, is their office, but not only is it their office, it's also their home. So I think this is part of the reason that they're so proud of the food that they produce, and they care so much about the food that they produce, because they're really proud of their farms and the animals that they look after. And it just shows that these farmers really genuinely care about the food that they produce, and therefore they want it to be the best quality possible. And I think that's true for all the red tractor farmers. A bit of spray into the pan so that the chicken doesn't stick. But now that this pan is heated up, I'm going to pop the chicken in. Then I'm going to add the milk so that it just covers it. So what you want to do is you want to bring the milk up to the boil, and then when it's boiling, you turn the heat down so it's on a medium heat, and then you cook it for 20 minutes or until the chicken is cooked all the way through. So the chicken is cooked through, and it is now time for the best bit, the taste test. So here we go. Hang on, it's a bit hot. Oh, that's so good. Right, I'm gonna save that and eat the rest of that later for my dinner. So my little helper has returned, and we are gonna be making milkshake lollies. What flavour milkshakes are they gonna be? Strawberry. We've got some lovely red tractor strawberries, and then we've also got, of course, our red tractor certified British milk. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut up some of these strawberries, as well as potentially eating most of them along the way, and then we're going to put some milk in with the strawberries, and then we're going to turn them into a milkshake. But what we're going to do is we're going to freeze the milkshake into milkshake ice lollies. So let's cut up some of these strawberries. rolled off. It's a good job I caught it. So now we're gonna add in the milk. Now, we look out for the Red Tractor logo, don't we, when we're out shopping? And part of the Red Tractor logo is this. Do you know what this is?
Britain.
Shows that everything has come from Britain, but also that means that you're actually helping support the economy by buying British products. So we're gonna pour in some milk.
Which is very yummy.
Okay, let's put this on. So we're gonna use these, but you can use just a cup, and the easiest way to do it is if you freeze it part way and then poke the stick in so that it'll hold it upright, and then let it freeze the rest of the way until it's solid, and then you actually get an ice pop on a stick. You're gonna have to hold it whilst I pour it in. This is gonna be a team effort. Are you ready? Oh, it looks good, it's good, it's good. Okay, so that's one. Fill up another one. This is a really great recipe because you can actually use any soft fruits. So it works with all kinds of stuff. Did you know, Jackson, that milkshakes contain calcium, which supports the growth and development of bones in children?
But I don't want another growth spurt.
You don't want another growth spurt?
So,
why do you just want to stay tiny for the rest of time?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put those in the freezer. So we've come out into the garden to taste test our lollies. Somebody seems to be enjoying his. He's got there quicker than I have. Is it good? Mmm. Perfect for in the sunshine. So we hope you've enjoyed this video and that it's given you some tips and some new ideas for using milk in ways that you might not have thought of before. It's really important just to remember all the health benefits of milk and actually how nutritious it is for the entire family. If you're a dairy farmer, we would love to hear from you. Send us your pictures and your videos and your stories, and we will share them on our socials. But for now, stay safe everyone, and we'll talk to you again soon.